Namaste, yogis. In this Abhyasa cycle, the focus now that you're getting fitter, have gotten fitter, is to be able to train more and more meditativeness. So the entire 75 minutes is one continued meditation, from movement meditation to stillness eventually. So every aspect has to be seen. Now, 75 minutes is a long time to ask from all of you, but you're really dedicated and therefore don't cut it. So the last 10 minutes is all about silence and stillness. We've got technique for 65 minutes, but essentially it's the space in the end that is critical. So don't snip that and say you'll do it at another time of the day. The biochemistry of the brain body is designed so that that last 10 minutes, there's no need of any technique, and you can just become a witness unto yourself. The real goal of yoga in the Yoga Sutras is not union. It's actually viyoga. It's a complete dissociation of pure awareness from consciousness. So for that to happen, just have to become a witness. So no technique required. But to reach that state, lot of technique, right technique is required. So I've designed the program like that. Now we're going to be doing a few more things a little more uniquely, and those are inclusive of the alignment in poses. So you got to have this kinesthetic intelligence that when you're doing this posture, it's not just about what's happening into the mind, right? It's also what's happening with prana. Can I plant my foot down? Can I draw up energy, prana? So pada bandha, so that's a bandha. So can I draw up energy and then just stay there focusing on my breathing? In the first 2 months, we focused predominantly on the mind in these poses, but now we need to move even into prana, because that understanding is critical for us to then go further and further in the yoga journey. So prana in everything. You need to have the kinesthetic intelligence to know. Kinesthesia means the muscles are giving feedback to the brain. So my knee should always be at a micro bend. It should never be fully straight. It should never be bent. It should be just a micro bend to be safe. What can my leg do when I'm in this posture? And I will give you certain cues, but what do the inner thighs do? How do I pull up the hip? I don't want to give you too many cues in every posture. That's why I'm doing this intro. So in any posture, the heels, the feet should be grounded, be drawing energy up, inner thighs engaged, spine straight, ear and shoulder gap, and constantly seeing what can be done to further that experience. That's the way we've designed the whole thing, and I wish you all the very best for this journey together. I'm going to change a little bit of the way we do our warm-up. So we'll get started now with movement first. Enjoy the next 75 minutes. So we'll begin the first work with Indan Dod. So first move. Start a little faster. Just to and now we are ready to sit. So take up your meditative asana and bring your hands into a namaste. Your sankalp for this moon cycle, state it 3 times, visualize as you state. Inhale, stretch wide open. Exhale. All the movements slightly slower. Inhale with Ujjayi pranayam. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Kapalbhati Kriya 10-10. Bastrika 100. Active inhale and exhale. Ujjayi pranayam 3 times. Breathe and hold. The tongue is in Kechari Mudra, the eyes in Shambhavi. As you breathe in, silently chanting so and hum as you breathe out. With the eyes open, start to stretch the neck. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Turn to a side. Left ear to left shoulder, right hand is pushing down. Shrug, rotate, reverse. Range of shoulder motion. We're going to end with a very beautiful meditation. Keep the focus throughout so that the last 10 minutes are beautiful. Coming into Marchariyasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Dip the spine. Exhale. Parvatasana. Opening out the legs, bending a knee each. Up to stand. Noli Kriya, Agni Sar Kriya. Stomach's moving in and out, side to side. Start to open out the spine, so the 5 movements. 1, spinal extension. Support the hips. The glutes are slightly tight to give the support there. And drop down. Run your hand down the hamstring, micro bend in the knee. Chin to the chest. The hands holding the elbow. And the head is just dangling. Connecting with your body, something we don't do through the day. Legs just a bit wider, support the hip, contract the glute. Twist. Twist. Ankle. Ankle. Drop down. Drop down. Drop the knee. Raise the left hand up. Hip flexor, left hip flexor opening. Elbows down. Lift the back knee. Change. Back knee up. Change. Inner thigh. Hip up. Just pushing the knee slightly apart. One knee. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. In your mind, so hum. So whatever you're talking to yourself, you replace that so hum. So hum. So that's the chant, and Ujjayi pranayam is the breathing. Dip to Chaturang, Urdhvamukh, Parvat. We're doing 10 rounds because every Sunday we do 108 rounds. On a daily basis, 10 rounds is enough. Namaskarasan, Samastiti Tadasan. Beginning to draw up energy from the legs. Begin to flow in a vinyasa. Feet firm on the ground. Inner thigh is engaged. Spine drawing up. Navel to the spine. The right hand in front of the foot, opening up the side. The outside of the back foot firm on the ground, so the inner back knee doesn't collapse. Hip slightly up. The right front heel digs in. Hands on your hips. Feel that your pelvis is slightly turned. You can bring the back leg a little more forward. Slightly tilted. Right hand down. Left hand up. Both feet firm. Inner thighs engage. Create length and space in the shoulder blades. Spread. Fill up the space with the posture. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Even if you're flexible, stay on the ball of the back foot. You're here like this. Stretch the left shoulder out. Make a namaste. Just a gentle, the first spinal twist we are doing. Engage the back leg. It's more or less straight. Dig the right heel into the ground. Drop the left hand. Stretch the right forward. And change. Drop the left foot flat on the ground. Take your hands up. Drop down. Start to then twist. Hold the right hip. Start to look up. Parivrita Trikon. From there, what we want is this. Stretch. Virabhadra. Push the foot back. And drop the left hand to complete our twists. Engage the back leg. And we'll do all of that on the other side. Dig in both the feet firm. Engage the inner thighs. Navel into the spine. Lengthen the spine. So as you can see, this is already a moving meditation. You're getting a lot of feedback from the body to improve how the body feels, how the mind engages with what the body is doing. We talk a lot about having space in life, in work, in relationships. That sense of space begins with a sense of space in the body. You got to stretch. When you hold these stretches for a while, the ligaments then cause the secretion of opioids. You feel extremely relaxed. The outside of the right foot, back foot, firm on the ground. Come back. Bring this leg little closer. Hands on the hip. Tilt the pelvis. Left hand goes down. In front of the foot, right hand up. Both heels dig into the ground. Back on the ball of the back foot. Take the right hand across. Engage the back thigh. Stay on the ball of the foot. Just work with the stretch, with the twist. Dropping the right hand and stretching the left. Back. Flatten the right foot on the ground, little forward. Stretch your hands, lift the rib cage. Left hand on the hip. Once you're comfortable, lift it up. And moving into Virabhadra 3. See to it that you're pushing the heel back, the right back heel back, right hand on the floor to complete our sequence. Twist. Coming out of it to be here. Just letting the muscles stretch. And second section of our class, begin with Hatha Yoga work. The feet shoulder width apart, just there. The second toes in the direction that is straight. Drop down, touch. Look at your point. Your drishti becomes very important now. Once you fixed your gaze at a point, just start to watch your mind. So breathe in so. Breathe out hum. So 2-minute hold. Minute to go. Draw up energy from the earth. The way the foot interacts with the earth, very important. Little lower. Beautiful. Back strengthening. We begin with Bhujangasana. Feet together, legs, feet stretched back, hands here. below the navel, that's the lowest part of the abs, dig into the ground. And Shalabhasana. Interlock your hands under your pelvis. Stretch your legs up. Stretch and extend. Setubandh and Chakrasana. Unless you're very comfortable, you can stay here. If you're very comfortable, inner thighs engage, the chest opens up as if you're lifting your heart up. The shoulder blades push the chest up. Lower back engages. You've got to engage the legs. Lifting the chest. Coming back down. Press your knees to your chest. Naukasana. Stretch your legs out. Sit on the sit bone. Stretch the legs out. Push the balls of the feet out so you fully engage the legs. Now, as low as your body can manage. Thighs are engaged, abs are going in, the ball of the foot is pushed out, chin and chest has a little bit of a gap. Kati Naukasana. The legs are straight, the balls of the feet, not the toes, the balls of the feet are pushing out, thighs engage, lower. Don't let the shoulder blade touch the floor. Check how your mind is operating. You make it so hum. Other side. Little lower. Don't let your legs go loose. You're nearly there. Keep your Soham breathing. You can count your breaths. Little lower. Your focus is very high now. Keep remembering your sankalp when you feel like giving up. Bend the knees in the air. Put your palms on the floor. Mool band. Contract the anal genital space. Hip up. Down. Chaturanga Dandasana. First, Santolan. Fingers not too wide, but it is spread. Grip the mat as if you're gripping, as if you have to climb up the mat. Now, elbows bend and push the heels back as if you're pushing against a wall. Stretch the spine, lengthen the spine. Spread the fingers, but also see that the scapula, the shoulder blades, are not winging out. So here, see that the shoulder blades are not winging out and they are firm towards the spine. Push the heels back. Get your breathing. Now come on the toe tips. So your thighs would have engaged. Abs in. Little higher hip without going backwards. Santolanasana, inner composure. So hum. Parvat. Now see whether the heels are flat. Spread the hands little more forward. Drop your elbows and take your legs further back. The dolphin plank, Sampattasana. It's a 2-minute posture. So feel that your heels are moving back. Your kneecaps engage towards the hips. So the thighs engage. Don't let the shoulder blades wing out. Feel that they are sitting on the spine. And while you do that, don't crunch the shoulder blades. What I mean is, engage it, but don't hunch the shoulder blades. Engage. With the fingers, grip the mat. Lengthen the spine so that the head is moving forwards. You have a minute here. I'm not going to talk, so you can just work with yourself. Walk forwards. So now the load is on your shoulder, on the toe tips. Change. The hands point backwards so that the wrists touch each other, the pinkies touch each other, the elbows touch each other. The knees go ahead of the palms. The navel rests on the elbows, and then take the support of the head, walk your legs back, push your heels back, lift your torso up. Mayurasana training. Navel in, abs engage, one leg up, other leg up, drop back. That's our strength work. So in a 45-minute class, in a 75-minute class, half the class is sun work, heating, other half cooling. So we start with Shirshasana. Hands, crown of the head. When you're here, you should feel that the head can go up. There should be space. It's not jammed into the floor. Push with the legs. Inner thighs engage. Balls of the feet push up. A minute to go. Coming back slowly. Stretch. For Sarvangasana, use a blanket, a cushion like this, so that your shoulders are on the blanket and your head is on the floor. So that ensures that the neck doesn't have to be at 90 degrees in the stretch. Once you're up, support your hip and then closest to the shoulder blades. With the balls of the foot, push up, engage the inner thighs. A minute to go. Keep your Soham. All this is the cool down phase, so become more meditative here. Halasana. If your hamstrings are open and you can touch the floor, do that. If you're not touching the floor, keep it in the air. Don't stress the neck. These two poses have a huge impact on the vagus nerve functioning and ensures that the parasympathetic nervous system, that slows down heart rate and all the bodily functions, breathing included, is working well. It's very beautiful postures. Coming back, we do a simple Matsyasana, just cross the legs on the elbows, the crown of the head on the floor. Coming up, we start our forward folds. We take up this, we call it a fire log pose. The knee is at 90 degrees, and this also. Don't make it easy by dropping the leg. Keep it on top of the knee, and this knee on top of the foot. And drop down. Find the length in your spine. Stretch. Here, twist and drop your chest over this foot so that the right hip is getting a stretch. You can really work on the hips this week so that your meditative posture becomes effortless. Do it on the other side. So the chest drops on the right knee now. Just melting your heart into the pose. Let's change the legs, because we're going to do this every day for a week. By the end of this, a lot of your hips will be a lot more open. So pivot on the hip, drop forward, find the length in the spine, look ahead. The head touching the floor is not important. What's more important is that the entire torso is coming down. So hum. Some parts of the muscles will feel that they are knotted. Just stay with it. Once a week, get a massage. Get somebody to press their thumbs into different muscles. Ayurvedic massage will be very good. Other side. This side. Melting your heart. Let's take up Paschim Uttanasana, western side of the body and stretch. You can sit on a slight blanket, move the glutes out. That keeps the spine in a better position. Push out with the balls of the feet, flointed toes. So this is pointed, this is flexed. You want to floint. So the balls of the feet push. Pivot on the hip. This will protect the back of the knee, this position. Look at the toes. Find the length in the spine. Head dropping, not important. Torso dropping. Hamstring stretching. Those who have the stomach on the thigh, they can drop the head down. Lengthen the lower spine. Holding the big toes. Beautiful. Counter pose. Hands on the floor. Purvottan asana. To complete our work with asanas, Gomukh asana. One of the most ancient asanas. Right knee up, so left hand up. Just one really deep breath. Hold. Exhale. Change. Other side. Longest possible breath. Shavasana for 5 slow breaths. Deep, deep breathing, preparing for pranayama. Moving fingers, toes. The third section of our class, prana work, has begun. We worked on the body, mind, now prana. Up to sit. Take a small blanket, cushion, that you can sit on so that your hips are just slightly above your knees. Siddhasana, one heel in the perineum between anal genital space, the other heel on top of the genital space. For a woman, Siddha Yoni Asana it's called. Anulom Vilom Pranayama on Nadi Shodhana. The hand, Vishnu Mudra, block the right nostril. You're going to breathe in for a count of 1, hold inside for 2, exhale for 2. With the breath out, hold the breath out for 2, and then come back 1, 2, 2, 2. Inhale internally, so. The eyes at the eyebrow center. Hold for 2. You can keep the tongue on the upper palate, Kechari. Exhale right for 2. Lock after exhaling for 2. In right for 1. Hold 2. Out left 2. Holding out for 2. Now that we've done one round, let's settle into our practice. In left, hold in. Out right. Hold out. In right. Hold in. Out left. Hold out. So, in left. Antar Kumbhak hold. Hum out right. Bahar Kumbhak, external retention, hold. So, in right. Antar Kumbhak. Hum. Bahar Kumbhak, hold out. Purak in left. Antar Kumbhak, hold. Rechak, outright. Bahar Kumbhak, hold out. Purak, right. Kumbhak, Rechak, left. Bahar Kumbhak, Purak, Kumbhak, Rechak, Kumbhak, Purak, Kumbhak, Rechak, Kumbhak, Purak, Kumbhak, Rechak, Kumbhak, Purak in right, Kumbhak, Rechak, Kumbhak. Now that we've energized with prana, we lock the prana to Mahabandha. Taking a deep breath, hands on the knees, blow out, and then pull up the perineal flow, pull in the stomach, and lock the chin on the chest. There is no breathing, not allowing apana to go down by locking the perineal flow, not allowing prana to go up by locking the chin, and you're pulling in the navel at Manipura, Samana Vayu. Release. 2 more times. Release. And the last time, perfect hormonal balance through this. Seven Om chants, each one focused, while you focus, on a certain chakra point. So for the first Om, you're at the very base between genital anal space where your heel is touching. The second one, the base of the spine. The third, navel center. The fourth, heart center. The fifth, throat center. The sixth, eyebrow center. And the seventh, like a halo. That's your focal points. 7 Oms. We always say, Mata Pita Guru Devam. First, honor your mother, pay respects, gratitude, father, guru, and God. In this week, let's bring our awareness to offer gratitude and honor our mother. Let's just start by offering gratitude to this person who's brought us to life, who's nurtured us. We have understood the meaning of unconditional love just by watching how our mother reacts, behaves, interacts, loves us. So just stay with that. I'm going to leave you in silence for the next almost 10 minutes. We've done everything to reach a space of silence. You're sitting in stillness, the index finger and thumb touch, Jnana Mudra and the palms on the knees. The tip of your tongue touches the soft upper palate, Kechri, and the eyes above the eyebrow center, visualizing your mother. For those of you who are also mothers, towards the end of the meditation, you can even visualize that role, but let's spend most of our time with our own mother. And bringing your awareness from the eyebrow center, falling in love, falling into the heart space, Anahata Chakra, to be with your mother here. Bring your hands into Namaste. Offer gratitude to Mother. Seek out grace from her that in this moon cycle you're able to accomplish your chosen sankalp. State it with that confidence 3 times to yourself. This is your personal mantra. Visualize it at the eyebrow center. Take the warmth to your eyes. Namaste. Namaste yogis, thank you for this 75 minutes with me. Wishing you all the very best for this month, every single day. Hope to see you soon, not just in the virtual space, but very soon, one day we'll be doing this all together in the Himalayas.